Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, the guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's Ingram in at the three, the small forward. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Quickly. Nobody near Barnes. That three off the mark. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Darko Rajakovic.
Front of mind tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thanks so much, David. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Here's Barnes. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Barnes passes to Ingram, shoots over Strus. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Barnes against Mobley. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Mobley.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Ingram dishes to Barrett. Quickly looking it over. And that one's good. Ingram.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. A three from Strus. Drills the three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Toronto making a change here. Boucher is checked in.
Number 25, Chris Boucher.
Strus against Ingram. Here's Barrett. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Barrett's got his third basket of the night right there. Garland finds Mobley. Now here's Allen, defended by Pirtle. And here's Mitchell from the arc. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Mitchell's got his second bucket tonight.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
That's where you're so afraid of Darius Garland's ability to get all the way downhill, that when he stops and pops, that's easy money.
Here's quickly, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that one drops.
You like Allen to keep his concentration, refuses to let the defense outmuscle or outwork him.
Ingram against Strus. Ingram passes to Barrett. Boucher with a screen on Mitchell. Barrett, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
.129 left to play in the first quarter. Quickly with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Mobley, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Grady Dick comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And that one falls for Boucher.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and so Boucher nails both of them. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. A 12-point game. Down low, Hunter. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Dick, that's good.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
To the inside. Jerome, good.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Barnes. Over Hunter. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
For Toronto, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. The Raptors making a switch here. That's off as well, so he misses both. Mitchell wide open. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Cleveland ahead, leading by 17. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Raptors trail by 17. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
On the court for Cleveland, the wing set for him, Mitchell and Okoro. Allen is out there with DeAndre Hunter, and it's Jerome in at the one. Raptors shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Dick. Allen with the rebound.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
For three, Mitchell connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got 11 points.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a three-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Barnes, bounce pass. From 17 feet out, Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers leading by 18. On the wing, Mitchell takes the three. And there's Hunter on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Now here's Barnes.
Come get it! Kick it out! Kick it out!
He can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Back to Okoro. Wing shot on the way. And again, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Heart Squad. Get loud and
Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Can they get it? Dick. The Cavaliers pull it in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Cleveland leading by 23. From the arc. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 5 points so far. When a team, Doors, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Allen, that's good. He's got 6.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Abaji. Lets it go from the wing. Jerome with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. To the paint. Allen, that's good. That's now 8 points for Allen.
Well, Jared Allen proving he's more than capable of beating good defense. That's nicely done.
Boucher with the ball. Here's Abaji. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Garland. A 3-ball. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Walter. Garland with the block. Over to the wing. Here's Jerome. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Garland with it. 8 points for him. Hunter no good. Now Dick. Pass to Boucher. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Cleveland also making some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Strus is subbed in for Ty Jerome. Cleveland's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And Pirtle pulls it down. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
And so here's Toronto. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. The Cavaliers shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 13.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
Here's Ingram. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And he lays it straight in. That's 10 points for Darius Garland.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans at first shot from Bull League. They're thinking about the shot. He almost had it. Let's hear it for the participants.
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's quickly. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett, and it's Ingram at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons. Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And Quickly drops them both. Cavaliers shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. To the middle. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man. Mr. Mobley, what a pass.
And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's good from long range. Mitchell's got 16.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg. He is highly accurate tonight.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Allen against Pirtle. Allen, that's good. He's got 10.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Ingram wide open, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh my goodness, throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Garland against Quickly, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
The 17-footer. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Who says the mid-range is dead? If the defense gives it, Darius Garland will take it.
It's Ingram on the wing. 10 points for him.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
A three from Quickly. Cans it from downtown.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 12, and stolen by Barnes. Pass to Quickly, inside, Pirtle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Pirtle's got his first bucket in this one. For Cleveland, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
Tremendous balance from Darius Garland right there. That's the key to knocking down that initial shot and the opportunity for the end one.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Throw good, Garland. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got 8 points.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
The screen from Thompson. Driving in. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Boucher. Now here's Barnes. No one near him. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. The Raptors have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And here's Barnes for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 9.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
To the middle, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Quickly against Garland. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly. For the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. .107 left to play here in the third. Mitchell dishes to Wade. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Abaji and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
To the inside, it's deflected. Pass to Quickly. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Quickly's got 13 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
To the paint. Here's Merrill from past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Quickly. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For Cleveland, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
For the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, shooting 1.
One shot.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
Pass to Mobo. And the 3 off target. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Right back after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Cleveland, Porter is out there with Javonte Green. Then there's Wade. And it's Okeke in at the power forward position. Now here's Porter. Drains it from 17 feet out. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
First team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Shaq, taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And Toronto making a change here. Castleton's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the second free throw, good. Here's Porter. The screen from Thompson. Porter passes to Thompson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Porter with a block. Second shot opportunity. And it's Shed missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Abaji. That one goes. Count it. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A nice shot by Okeke.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Abaji can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Green slams it in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Shed. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Tyson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Tyson's got his first basket of the night. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Okeke. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Abaji. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Down low. And there's Porter on the assist by Thompson. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Shed. Shot clock at 6. Over Porter. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now, here's Thompson. Back to Green. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
And it's Shed missing. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the inside. Tyson.
Oh! You got to be kidding.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Here's Walter. Tries it again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, easy call.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
First one falls for him. And Cleveland making a change here. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Cavaliers now.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Now Wade, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. And that one falls for Wade. Here's Ingram. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shoots over a Okoro, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
And here's Wade to the paint.
Raptors foul. Brandon Ingram. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Isaac Okoro, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. And it's the Raptors' ball. Quickly up top, guarded by Porter. Quickly with it. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.